Hello, everybody. This is this is Debo with Debo's Movie Reviews, and this week's review will be Toy Story, starring Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Annie Potts as Bo Peep, Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head, Wallace Shawn as Rex, Jim Varney as Slinky, John Ratzenberger as Ham, and featuring Arlie Army as the lead army man, and Laurie Metcalf as as Andy's mom. I gotta say, one of the most iconic movies in the '90s, and not just of 1995. I mean, God, I loved that movie growing up. I mean, it was awesome from the first trailer. Kind of, especially when they had one flaw in the movie was how they didn't put that redo did version of Boys Are Back in Town, that Toys Are Back in Town in the soundtrack. If you know, you know. From the trailer, that is. And of course, with that you got. But overall, excellent story for the very first computer animated movie. I mean, just perfect casting all around. Practically, I can say one of the best things Tom Hanks and Tim Allen's ever done. And to those who've seen Lightyear and were butthurt about it not that version not being Tim Allen, have forgot about the iconic early 2000s series Buzz Lightyear Star Command, where Patrick Warburton took the mantle of Buzz. And I'm just like, yeah, y'all forgot about that epic masterpiece, which those are on par. I'm gonna save my review for Lightyear for when that gets to Disney Plus. And but that's all I really gotta say about that, cause yeah, Star Command, that was an excellent spin-off series and all. But yeah, they should continue to do that like a western of the Woody's characters and all from like the rest from like the sequel, which that'll be for another video. But overall, Toy Story 1, iconic in every way, from the trailer to the iconic Randy Newman song, just playing at the beginning, and one of the earlier writing roles for Joss Whedon. But overall, Pixar all knocked it out of the park with this one. But again, they always pretty much knocked it out of the park. Hell, movies like, I mean, it's just, I mean, Toy Story is just quotable. I mean, it just got like, you are a toy, to you're a slash strange little man, to that's following with style. And of course, you uncultured. Hey, I'm Picasso, you uncultured swine. I mean, just, not only was the banter between Tim Allen and Tom Hanks' characters, Woody and Buzz, epic, but I mean, just the whole characters all around, like Don Rickles as Potato Head, practically one of the most iconic roles he's ever did, along with Jim Varney, which practically the first best thing he did besides being Ernest and in that movie where in that Jed Clamp in that Beverly Hillbillies movie, because Jim Varney knocked it out of the park, and I kind of and with his passing after the second movie, I kind of explains why they waited so long to make a third one, because that was one irreplaceable character, along with Don Rickles in four. But yeah, I'll save those for those videos. But overall, excellent story to how what he meant it thought he was like the head toy in charge, with being Andy's favorite and all until Andy's birthday, and of course Buzz comes into the picture after while Woody sends the spies out for the new toys, and then with Potato Head hoping for Mrs. Potato Head, and of course, and all the weighty banner of Slinky and Rex, which I gotta say Rex is about the best things Raw Sean's ever done. Cause yeah, on there you can see in character, not just that guy with that irritating voice. And then of course you got the chemistry between Bo and Woody, which surprisingly, because like in the earlier draft, it would have been Barbie, but of course Mattel wouldn't have that. But at least with all the original characters, it just makes sense for this one to be all start off fictional toys before becoming actual toys, and then of course with the old storyline of Woody being usurped and all, and then just from all the Western stuff getting taken down for all the Buzz stuff, and then of course with the rivalry and all, Buzz one up on Woody in every way, and then they fight that rivalry, and then they fall out the window just while Andy goes to Pizza Planet. Well, I mean, just and then and of course the Adventures Dare with the Little Green Men, and of course for some reason winded up at Sid's house. And old Sid, that's one of the more epic villains, was flaunting his little bootleg Punisher shirt. I mean, what was, just, and another Easter egg was like this Benford Tools thing, given from Tim Allen doing Home Improvement, aka Tool Time at the time. After and then prior to before the pre with the pizza pound, they actually had wound up getting lost at the gas station and then having to hitch a ride in that yellow Toyota, which surprisingly only had Yo written on it. And of course, back to Sid's house where they meet all the all his handmade toys and ones that like to mingle and stuff. Because hey, what kid didn't have that phase growing up where they modified their toys and all? I mean, come on. But overall, I gotta say, Toy Story, one of the most iconic movies in the '90s, one of the most iconic movies ever. I mean, if you don't like that movie, you did not grow up in the '90s. I'll say this much. And definitely one of the best movies of 1995, in my opinion. I mean, just epic story of Woody being usurped and rivals become friends, while Buzz comes to terms with thinking that he's the actual Buzz from a so-called movie that Andy watched, to realizing that he finally admits that he's a toy after trying the one time he was able to fly over, then getting lucky and all in what Andy's room, and then of course back at the other end when after they escape from Sid's place to the moving van, of course, and woof, and the whole adventures there after Woody winds up in back in the box, but cashed it out because they thought he killed Buzz and all, and of course after being rescued from Sid, after Sid tried to take a rocket from him, type of firework to him. But hey, talk about an epic scene there, because from to how Woody just lit that one up after taking the RC with him. falling casualty after falling out the van, and of course you got that. See where he lights Buzz up, and then of course then they get airborne while the thing gets in the car. Well, RC goes back to the car and all, and woo talk about how all makes you wonder how they didn't lose a controller to it. While to whereas when when they when they flew, and then of course Buzz comes to terms and says that's following with style. I mean, just overall a definite 5 out of 5. All right, I hope y'all liked, subscribed, and please subscribe and all. Enjoy.